Yo and hello, another episode of Showcase Showdown where Chris gets beaten down with his collection. Hi, Chris. You're feeling like the Chiefs, aren't you?
Intros like that are going to get people. No wonder they're not going to watch us later on. They're going to watch me because I'm uplifting kind of guy, and bringing up the Chiefs thing. I feel like the Chiefs. Wouldn't you? I tell you what, you got kids that haven't seen the Cowboys win the World Series, haven't you?
Well, they don't. The Cowboys can't win the World Series, but they can win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, when's the last time that happened?
1995. So yes, I have children, adult children that don't even know what that looks like. So
okay, so I can at least say something like that.
Fair enough. Yeah. And believe me, I did not want the Eagles to win, but that was a couple weeks ago. We're going to be past that soon.
I've already put it to bed. I've already put it to bed. Except with Theo Clemente Collector.
Fair enough.
So let me tell you this real quick. Theo said that Patrick Mahomes had his going downhill. He's probably washed up. He had his worst year ever. I want to say to Theo on our channel here that Patrick Mahomes' worst year ever, he made the Super Bowl. That's crazy. That's just crazy. So I'm just saying that out loud.
With not a lot of supporting, I mean, truthfully, he didn't have the skill players he's had before. I mean, there's some talented guys, but Mahomes is really good. So I think Theo's a little off base there, but whatever,
I've always thought that about him. So
he's a little bit off. Well, he's going to like today's episode because
he
are a lifelong Pittsburgh Pirate, and that is Willie Pops Stargell. Man, what a just ambassador for the game, what for that city. He just represented so many things. He bridged a gap, from the Clemente era to the Parker era, really, and was consistent throughout. Played his whole career with Pittsburgh. He had an impressive career.
When I think of him, I just smile. I mean, I truly do. I just, back in the day, I thought, man, he's old as I was a kid in 1979, and he could still play ball. But he loved being in uniform. He loved playing baseball. I think he loved being a Pirate too. But when I think of him, I think of that big old bat turn and just how scary, how big he was at the plate. And then handing out whatever those things were that he put on people's helmets for, what were they called? The stars.
Yeah.
Stargell stars. Yeah.
Yeah, he could hit some mammoth home runs. And what's great about him versus, at least for Jim Hunter last week, was he's got a lot of cards, 63 through 82 tops, which is phenomenal. We're only going to do the tops cards, although I'm going to show a bonus card just because it's hilarious to me. But for those of you watching for the first time, or welcome to Showcase Showdown, first of all, we're glad you're here. And Chris now, because he gets to do this since he loses every week, tell you how this show works.
Hey, I think I'm getting too good at this right now. This is I need to be sitting over there, and eventually it's going to happen. This is going to be a little bit closer race today. But what we do, and most of you know it, we sit back, we're getting ready to enjoy the 30 best minutes on YouTube, because we're going to show Willie Stargell cards. So when I'm done talking here, push pause. Go get your Willie Stargell cards out. Arrange them from 1982 all the way back to 1963. And what we do is we get 5 points for having the card. And whatever grade you have on your slab, that goes additional to that 5 points for the card. Midway through, Mike's going to add up the points and see how close it is. And hopefully this time it's going to be pretty close. And then we're going to keep going, maybe talk a little bit about Willie throughout. But at the end, we're going to show his rookie card. And his rookie card's worth double the points because we put a little we like that card.
Yep.
And so we think it should be worth double. And at the end, Mike's going to tally up and going to see who is the winner. Now, what we want you to do is follow along with us with your card. See how well you did with us. Leave a comment down. Let us know if you beat us. Let us know if you were a 1 or 2 cards short. But also leave some suggestions who we ought to add to the wheel for next year, next season, because we are having a blast doing this. We're having a blast looking at. We're going to look at Willie Stargell cards today, and that's really exciting. So just follow along with us. Leave us a nice comment. Leave whatever kind of comment you want from Mike. Make mine friendly. Root for me, and just follow along. Have as much fun as what we're doing. Did I say it all there, Mike?
You did, and I can't believe I'm going to say this next statement, but man, I'm so excited to see your Willie, Chris. Your Willies.
You're going to see 20 times is what you're going to see.
Great. And as Johnny Bench would say, your barn door is open, right? So,
speaking of Johnny Bench on here, we got to get a Johnny Bench thing in. Guess who hit the most home runs in the 1970s?
Johnny Bench.
Willie Stargell.
Oh, okay.
Second was Reggie Jackson, and third was Johnny Bench. Guess who had the most RBI in the 1970s?
Willie Stargell.
Wrong again there, sir. Johnny Bench, but Willie Stargell was second. So Willie Stargell in the 70s was something else, right? I mean, he had almost 300 career home runs in the 70s, which was a lot back in the day.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He had about 100 RBI in the 70s. So what a –
You mean 1,000?
That's what I meant. Yeah, I'd moved the decimal off a little bit. My math's not very good, but no, Looking forward to this. Looking forward to this.
I'm going to show a bonus. I know you're going to go first for 82 tops, but I'm going to show first this card. Let me put us in showdown mode. His 83 Donruss card, which I consider to be his last card, absolutely cracks me up because it looks like how I would look if I was hitting. And man, he is stretching every fiber of that polyester in those pants in that jersey. I mean,
he looks like he's batting 7th for your slow pitch softball team.
Exactly. All right, for real. That card does not count. It should, but I don't. It's going to be bad enough as it is for Chris. So go ahead, start the whooping.
Okay. Well, we can't start one without you having a lead, but 1982 tops. Yes. Love this. Again, he's starting to, in 82, he's starting to show his age. He's starting to show his age way before then, but I have a 7.5.
Well, you're right. I'm starting with a lead because I have an 8, but I want you to notice something here. Notice how he's signing up the card there instead of across the center. And that's how Willie Stargell signed a lot when he did his autographs, was he would sign up the card along the side, which was interesting. What'd you have grade wise again? I've got to put this on.
I kind of forgot. I think 9.5.
Yeah, I don't think so. What'd you 7.5?
7.5.
Okay.
7.5. Look at there.
I want this to be fair. I want to do it right. He also has an inaction card in 82, which I have a 10 on that. That doesn't count though, but it's cool.
It looks like the follow through of his 1981 card.
It does. In fact, here's his 81 and here's his 82.
Yeah.
That may be like a frame later or something. That's kind of funny. But here's his 81. I have that in an 8.
Well, get yourself a couple more points then, because I have mine in a 6.
I don't say this often, but I'm feeling like I got good stuff today. I might be throwing a no-no.
Well,
I feel like I got good command.
That feeling in your gut is gas, Mike, because you are not throwing a no-hit. I'm just telling you.
All right. 80 tops. Go for it.
80 tops. I have a 9.
I have a 9.
Dang. That's at least a foul ball for me.
It is. It is. It's good. All right. Yeah. Keeping up with the Joneses. 79, of course. This is the season where Willie Stargell went from really good to hero. He was part of the 71 team that won the World Series, but 79, the We Are Family team that you mentioned, he won MVP in the National League. MVP in the National League Championship Series, MVP in the World Series. The only player ever to do that. That's impressive. I got a 6.
And a chance for me to hit this out of the park to ruin your no-hitter. I got another foul ball. I got a 6.
Whew. I was worried on that.
I'm not. Again, you don't see me worried about this because
Okay.
you have won the last 3?
Yeah.
And the last one wasn't too close, even though we had all the cards. This one's going to be. It's going to be a lot closer.
I think it's going to be more competitive. Okay. I trust.
So. Okay, 1978. Looks like they caught him by surprise. I have an 8.
I have a 9.
Ooh. Okay.
77. Another great year. This is a good card. Love the beard he's got going on. I have a 7.5.
I have a 7.
This is fun.
Yeah. About as fun as a paid toilet and diarrhea ward in the hospital. I'm telling you. Okay, now I like this card, and you probably have a higher grade, but this 76, I just like it. I have a 7.
There goes the no. I got a 6.
Okay. Well, you just step off down that high horse of yours and get right here with the rest of us.
This is actually pretty close, honestly. All right. 75.
Okay, so 75, is it me showing first?
Me, but go ahead.
Okay. No, you go ahead. Nope.
All right.
You go ahead. I'll tell a story.
I got an 8.
So I have a 6. And look how big that bat is.
Yeah,
right?
That's so cool.
And so I think even though he has a
Did we just lose Chris? He froze up on us. This is great.
did.
Oh, yep.
Are we back?
Well, there you go.
Okay. So he had 475 career home runs, which is nothing to sneeze at. But he had all the power of anybody in the 500, 600 home run club, right? But he played early in his career in Forbes Field.
Right.
And that the Pittsburgh Pirates fans know that, but some people that are just watching our show and aren't just huge, aren't as old as me. That Forbes Field in right field, I mean, I think there was a trailer park inside the stadium along with a gas station that you had to hit over because you had to carry a long ways to get a home run. And I think there's stories that say how many home runs he probably would have had if he never played in Forbes Field. And the last thing is, I know people credit Mickey Mantle with the longest home run, but Baseball Reference has crowned Willie Stargell as hitting the most home runs, or I'm sorry, the longest home run on one of its page. And it was like 550.
507, I think.
I thought it was 530, but I also stretch what I'm saying every once in a while.
Every once in a while. You're probably right.
So anyway.
507. Yep, 535.
Okay.
In Olympic Stadium. That's impressive.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Anyway. Is it me or you?
It's you. 74.
Okay. I wish I was showing 73 first, but I'm going to save that. I have a 4 in 74.
And I have a 7 in 74. Nice card, though.
Very nice card.
These cards are affordable, too.
Very much so.
For sure. Okay. 73. Sideways card. This is probably my least favorite Willie Stargell card, just because it's such a grainy image. But I have a 7.
Well, I'm glad you said this was one of your least favorite cards because last year you and I were on somebody's show, and I said this is one of my favorite Willie Stargell cards, and you said this is one of my least favorites. But I had one like in a 1, but I went out and I bought a 7.
Okay.
So, but I'm glad you said that. So
Holding ground.
Okay, now I'm going to get a point off of you here. Okay, I feel
yeah.
it. I feel it. Yeah, I feel it. The 72 is a beautiful card. All 72s are beautiful. I just love them. I have mine in a 7.
You do get a point. I got a 6.
Wow, I'm good. I'm good at guessing that kind of stuff.
Impressive. One card that I really had a hard time for a long time getting was his, for whatever reason, his inaction card from 72. So I had to send one in myself, and it got a 4, but at least I got it now.
But that is really good. Those are cool cards.
71. Whew. Always love showing 71s. Here's a 6 in the Stargell.
Here is a 4, and why don't you do the tallying up the score right now?
Okay. Do the, let's see, carry the 1, 138.5 for you, 147.5 for me.
Okay. Well, I'm going to make a little bit of a comeback here, and I'll spit it back out and give it back to you. But
okay.
But I might not make the comeback right here. I was looking a little bit different. So I have a 1970 in a 5.
I have it in the 6.
Now this is when he was playing left field for the Pirates, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't remember him as an outfielder, but he played outfield for a while.
Yeah, opposite, Clemente and Wright back in those days. 69. Another just cool card. I have a 6.
Well, I have a 6.
Okay. Look at you hanging in there.
That's right. 1968.
Yep.
I have a 6.
I have a 7.
Well, that doesn't seem right.
Again, his stuff for who he was is shockingly inexpensive. 67. I have a 7.
I have a 5.5.
Okay.
Look at those cards, though.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Okay, 60s. Oh, I also this is a cool card. I love. He's got a few in the 60s. A couple of these multiplayer cards. Got the Pit Power with Don McClendon or Don Clendon. I can never say.
We're not giving the Pirates. He played on 2 separate, like you said, 2 separate teams. He kind of filled the gap or between the Parker era and the Clemente era, and both of them were two kind of different teams. But
Right.
But when I think back to 1979, and that Pirate team they were fun. I mean, the We Are Family music, and then the Mel Allen doing the This Week in Baseball, and it was on there all the time. And can you picture in your mind one of my favorite plays that Mel Allen used to show on his intro was Willie Stargell sliding in to second base, coming up about 3 feet short and trying to call timeout. I mean, just stuff like he had fun. I mean, he took it serious. He got mad, but he was a role model, and he showed during that 79, he showed people how to prepare. He showed people how to win, but he also showed that baseball was a kid's game. And even at the age of 39,
he was 39.
Yeah. Even at the age of 39, it's a kid's game. You can be a kid when you're on that field. And that's when I think Willie Stargell, I want to at least say that out loud, because, man, I wish, I wish a lot of people had a little bit of that inside of them, just to tell you the truth.
Feels like you're delaying the inevitable here, but
I was. I didn't want to show the 66 because I had a 3, but people feel good about that. What I just said, they're going to look past this 3.
They're going to look past it at this 6. Is what they're going to look. That's a hard centered. That's a beautifully centered version. I love it. He also, again, with Don Clendenin, Buck Belters in 66. So 2 years in a row, not very creative by tops, same 2 guys, but, it's all right. All right, 65, beautiful card. How about a 5?
Well, I just beat that all to heck because I have a 5.5.
I might as well throw in the towel now.
If I was you, I would, but
my wife's in the other room and she's texting me. Yep. Okay. All right.
Let me translate. I was good at guessing what your grade was. That text was, "Hey, tell Chris to stick around afterwards so I can talk to him and carry on an adult conversation because it's hard for me to get an adult conversation with you, Mike."
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Okay.
Fair enough.
64.
Yep.
Another lower grade, but a beautiful card. I just love that card.
I do too. It's so good. That's just awesome. I got a 5, but
you got a 3. Some great cards so far.
All right. Going into the rookie, you better hope I drop mine and don't have it in front of me, but I do. So yeah.
It's you.
Oh, my turn. I got a 5.
Unless you want to do the home run.
No, I got a 5.
And I cannot win the rookie card this time. I have a 4.5.
Oh. Feel bad for you.
No need to tally up those scores. We know you just eked it out a little bit. We all had the cards. It was go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it was great. I love that we have the card. I mean, I think I've done a Willie Stargell run showcase back in the day, but I don't get them out often, as we say all the time. It's fun to get them out. It's impressive to have all the cards, period. I hope people followed along with us with their Stargells. And now we're going to see quickly who is going to be on next week's show. And man, who do you want it to be? I mean, I might as well let you pick.
I don't pick, because right now everybody that watches this knows that you're like one of those bad roulette dealers back in the day that could stop it on red or black. We all know that. I don't want you to give that up because that's your.
Okay.
But if I had my choice, believe it or not, I would like to go Phil Necro. That's kind of weird because it's just like everybody, all this stuff.
Okay.
But maybe a Pee Wee Reese.
Okay.
Maybe one of the older guys, Gil Hodges or something. I don't know. But you know what? I'm confident now. I'm over the hump now of worrying about stuff.
Well, that's a good idea to not worry about it. So, look at you.
Okay. Yeah. So you, my friend, better get out and go buy you some high-grade Pee Wee Reese stuff. I'm just telling you.
Well, it is funny that I just saw your Willies and we just got Pee Wee. So that makes total sense. That feels like it's connected somehow, but great job, Chris. That's awesome. Love seeing your cards, seriously. And
you as well.
So
I tell you, this isn't for sitting in this chair. Isn't for the faint of heart. I mean, we've done 50, close to 50 showcase showdowns in 3 seasons. And I've had a lot of the cards, but just like my friend Tom said, he'll say, I watched you guys last week. Damn, he has some good cards. And you gotta have some thick skin sitting here, but I feel confident of some stuff coming up. So, but no, in the show for us, Mike.
Well, thanks guys so much for watching this week. We'll be back next week with a little Pee Wee Reese action, and we hope you join us. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Keep collecting.